Hello everyone, this is Montella. Sorry I haven't really uploaded in a while. I, I forgot, honestly. So today I'm going to be making a tier list of every single Marvel Rivals character. I've been playing the fuck out of Marvel Rivals. I'm currently Plat 1 in ranked right now. I main Adam Warlock. So I'm going to be, doing a little tier list of the characters. Are they goaded? Or are they ass? All right. So so I'm gonna have goated tier, great, good, meh, then ass. All right. So Adam Warlock, my main. My one trick. I just played this guy for like 12 hours straight today. Ranked up from gold 3 to plat 1 in one day. You can check my fucking match history if you want. Yeah, he's great. He's not the best support in the game, but he's pretty fucking goated. Great heals, especially as an off support, right? You don't want to play this guy as a solo support or a main support. You want to play him as a support that's like backing up your team by doing damage and also mitigating damage with your shift. When there's a diver, an ult, it's on a 30-second cooldown, so you gotta use it very sparingly. But say like there's a Star-Lord ulting, it completely counters Star-Lord's ult. It you could pop it, and whoever's getting shot at by your Star-Lord by this enemy Star-Lord ult, as long as you get like one or two other teammates, and you make sure you get the person getting shot at by the Star-Lord ult, you press shift, boom, it's just getting spread out. You could press E like once, maybe even twice sometimes. Maybe sometimes you gotta press twice, and boom, no one dies from the Star-Lord ult, and he's just sitting there, dick in hand, doing nothing. Okay, Adam Warlock, full glaze, great. Potentially goaded. High grade, low goaded. There's just better support. So, Black Panther. So if you're playing him for the first time, he's dog shit doo doo ass, dog shit doo doo garbage tier. He's buns, but if you're good at him, if you know at all what you're doing with him, and you practice him, you play him a lot, he's pretty great. He's not the best. There's definitely better divers such as Psylocke, but hey, you can't knock a good Black Panther player. Like he'll just run through your entire team. He's hard to hit. He's strong. He does good damage. He has, a good Black Panther player will use that ult to save himself by giving himself some more dashes and putting marks on you guys and getting more dash resets. I don't know. I don't see him much, but whenever I do, it's a little bit of a struggle. Black Widow. Jesus. Oh my god. This character fucking blows. If I see you on my team and you're playing this character, I'm going to DDoS you. I'm going to dox you. I'm going to fucking find your family. You're terrible. Your character's terrible. Get out of my fucking lobby. Never ever play Black Widow. Worst ult in the game. Worst gun in the game. Worst kit in the game. Worst. Actually, not worst design in the game. She's got a fat ass. She's fire. She looks good. Hulk. He's good. He'll run through. He'll punch you. I'm also gonna order them by their roles, in the tiers. So Hulk, he punches. He tanks. He's a solid tank. There's better tanks. There's potentially worse tanks. He's good for dives. A good Hulk could really run shit down. He's got a good CC, a good decent pokey range attack, but it has a decent cooldown. And his M1s don't do the worst damage ever. His ult is a little. But it is pretty funny. I don't know. I think he's generally good. Captain America. He's between Met and good. I'm gonna put him low good. Teamed up with a Thor, he's pretty good. My issue with Captain America is you do all these like high cooldown, high risk things, right? To do not that much damage, but he is pretty hard to kill at times. His shield's pretty good. It reflects damage, so sometimes you get a cheeky little bit of damage off with that. Maybe your DPS could finish him off. Overall, I don't think he's a solo carry tank though. You're not gonna be getting hard carried by Captain America. The Captain America isn't gonna run in fucking, go Sigma Demon Beast mode on the entire enemy team and cook all them up. It's Captain America. He'll get shit done. He's reliable. No tank in this game is bad. The only role with bad characters, in my opinion, just straight up bad characters, is DPS. Scarlet Witch, she's shit. Her ult is dog shit. Her fade is dog shit. It moves slow. Her damage is dog shit. Her stun is dog shit. She's worse than Black Widow. in all honesty. She's a low rank menace, but as soon as I climbed out of lower ranks and I had teammates that knew what Scarlet Witch did, that knew she was a character in the game, oh my god. She just can't do anything. I've lost against one Scarlet Witch since I hit fucking gold 2, and I'm plat 1 right now. So, yeah. Yeah. Cloak and Dagger, oh, they're goated. So, number 1, Dagger is hot. So, that's extra points. But their ult, broken. Their survivability, broken. Their heals, broken. Their ability to do damage, auto aim, broken. What is there to say about this character that hasn't been said already? They can blind an entire team. They can heal an entire team. They can make an entire team effectively invincible while damaging an entire enemy team while also blinding them. Like, what? And all the M1s are lock on. Like, their M1s in dagger form are locked. They do low healing per target, but they do AoE healing, and then you could also just shoot the right click down. You could also use the wall, big bursts of healing. If you're getting dived, you could easily just, you ever see the black and white music video by Michael Jackson, where it turns from the white woman to the black guy, right? You could just do that and then disappear, just float out of there. Pretty spectacular character. I just hate their ult voice line, though. I think it's really annoying. Doctor Strange, oh my fucking god. Boger Blast. This guy is goated. He's a pretty strong support. 800 damage, 800 health shield. One of the best ults in the game. Guarantees a kill for the most part. Big burst damage after using that ult with the E ability. Great utility in the portal. I had a game earlier, my rank up game earlier, got fucking saved by that portal. The fly, it definitely offsets people. It could save you from falling off the map if a stupid little fucking reincarnation of King Von shits you off the map. If he doesn't jump off, of course. I mean, what else can you say about Doctor Strange? He's all around a solid tank. He's everything you want in a tank. Good damage mitigation, good damage, good health pool. I mean, he has basic health pool 650. He's good. He's just generally good. And he has good team-ups with Hulk. Does he have a team-up with anyone else? I don't think he does. You know what I mean, though? He doesn't have much, hard counters, if any. I mean, maybe melee characters that could hit through his shield, but, I mean, fuck, dude. Oh, Wolverine. Oh, Iron Fist. Oh, my God. Oh, they're so scary. What am I gonna do? Oh, magic. Come on. Yeah, I get Wolverine's a tank buster, but these two aren't. But, fuck, dude. Wolverine kind of sucks otherwise, so... Oh, Wolverine's only good against one character on the team. Oh. So, if his only real counter is kind of maybe sometimes Wolverine, I think he's good. I think he's pretty good. Jeff, meh. I mean, potentially he has the lowest heal numbers in the game, I believe. His ult is kind of mid. It's very overrated. It's very avoidable. It's definitely very counterable if you have one person playing far and they could shoot the Jeff. It could also be countered by Adam Warlock ult. If Adam Warlock just steps near the edge and uses his ult, he just respawns his entire team after Jeff jumps off the map with them, meaning Jeff just killed himself for nothing. I mean, maybe he got an Adam Warlock ult out of it, but now the enemy team's down a healer. Also, the process of killing an entire team with Jeff's ult is really shitty because you're losing a healer for the sake of getting 1 or 2 kills. Trust me, you're having more than 1 or 2 people dying on your team if you're just getting rid of a support. You better be eating both their supports if you're doing that shit. And your other support better be locking in, healing your team in that team fight. What do I know, though? Groot is fantastic. I fucking love this character. When I play tank, I play Groot a lot. Little Fortnite walls. He's fire. He does a lot of damage. He has a pretty strong one-shot combo with his ult. You throw the thorn wall down, you ult them, and you throw a grenade. Big burst of damage. He's very tanky. He has the highest health in the entire game. He has a team-up with Jeff and Rocket. Neither of those are really great supports in my opinion, but... when combined, it's definitely really tricky when you have a Jeff just fucking spitting bubbles onto him, making him go fast and healing him constantly. overall, he's a very solid, great tank. I love Groot. I like having one on my team, except for when he doesn't know to use his fucking walls. There's definitely a little bit of a skill curve with Groot because you need to know how and when to use those walls, which is really tricky, And you have to play very fast paced. You have to know when to recall them, when to put them back down, when to. It's very like a lot of inputs. Hawkeye, he's the only character in the game that can one shot, but it is a slow firing projectile that you're like. I mean, I think in his ult he's able to spam them out. Unless I was just going against like a cheater earlier that was spamming them out, but I doubt that. So yeah, he's able to get arrows out really quick. His ult's kind of mid. He's the only character in the game that can one shot. He has good defensive tools, but his good defensive tools still don't feel like enough to like beat him up. I mean, to stop you from beating him up when you're really close to him. And I'm gonna put him in great tier. I'm gonna put him in great tier because, again, he's really good. He's the only character that can one shot in the game, but he does have counterplay. He's just really annoying and unhealthy. I do think he should be nerfed, even if he's not the best in the game, because I think his design is very, very horrible. Now, speaking of very powerful DPS, Hela is the best character in the game. She should have her own tier. Like, in all honesty. First of all, she has one of the best team ups in the game. She's able to revive support that's a strong support at that, and a tank, one of the strongest tanks as well. So, you get a Hell on your team, you get these two jackasses on your team, and it's just going to be cleaning house. You're going to be doing a lot of damage. She's going to be doing a lot of damage. Thor's going to go in, he's going to trade, he's going to end. Hella's going to finish off one of the people that Thor couldn't kill. Thor's back up, he's like, what's up, guys? And he cooks. Her ult is broken. It does like 150 per shot, I believe. She's able to 2-tap any squishy in the game if they're both headshots, and it's not hard to hit headshots. Her right click could do a lot of damage to a tank, and her E could stun anybody into place, lining up some really easy shots for Hela. The only reason I'm not great at her is because I'm purely a fucking Adam Warlock one trick, and I'm not great at DPS. But put like 2 hours in learning how to aim with her and getting used to your aim in this game, you're going to cook with Hela consistently. Loki, I'm gonna put him in good tier. He's a really good support, but he doesn't feel very consistent, and also it feels like it's very matchup dependent. Against someone like Psylocke, it could be pretty good because you can counter Psylocke with all your clones. But also, when it comes to your clones, a team can be smart and just get rid of them, even if you put down like your little like protection rune, your shift, right? Like, good players will be shooting those, and they will be shooting your clones. So Loki does kind of fall off there, but he has decent heals. He has the best ult in the game, in my opinion. Because it's every ult in the game in one. Just depends on who you choose. So, I mean, it's very much so just random bullshit. Go, just pick your choice. Pick which ult you want to use. So it's pretty broken ult. If it's not, it might not be the best, but it's definitely up there because you could literally use any ult you want, including the best ult in the game if that's in your match. So, yeah, I mean, he has good heals, good utility, but it does say against really smart players you're going to get countered. Thor is great. I love Thor. I like playing him. I like playing with him. I like playing against him even. Very well designed hero. He does a lot of damage. He feels kind of squishy compared to other tanks, but that also is in turn due to his divey playstyle. A good Thor that could cycle in and out of his cooldowns is very, very effective, but it's very punishing if you're bad at him. But yeah, he's very good. He's very versatile. He could dive in with like a Captain America or like Venom or some shit, do a lot of wreak a lot of havoc, have his supports heal him, and he gets because you could do a whole 770 damage with your awakening. So he's pretty good. And he's also really good as a bodyguard for your supports. Say, Venom's trying to give all 19 inches to, your fucking, I don't know, Rocket or some shit, right? Thor is very good at, going oh, I'm a big, buff, scary dude. And, at least forcing him to pop his shield and disengage. So Thor is a very good bodyguard, very good diver. He's very versatile, but he cannot solo tank. Not fucking Thor. Doctor Strange and Magneto are probably the only two tanks in the game that could solo tank. Now, I would put Magneto up here because he is really amazing, but I'm going to put him here because he is just a directly worse Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange does everything Magneto does, but better. He has a better shield. He has better damage. He has a better ult. He has better everything. But that doesn't stop this character from being great. If Doctor Strange got deleted from the game, Magneto would be right here instantly. He's a great character. And it's not going to be like, oh, I'm playing Magneto into Doctor Strange. It's going to be a terrible match. Like, ideally, you'd want to run both of them, in my opinion. But Magneto is just a directly worse Strange. Magneto is a tank you pick if you're really comfortable with him and not comfortable with Strange because Strange has like weird projectiles, or if the other tank already picked Strange. Iron Man, I think Iron Man's good. He's very underrated. I see a lot of tier lists putting him like, oh, he's like the worst character in the game. He's down here. No, he's certainly not. A really good Iron Man could really fucking put in work. He could bob in and out of cover. He has a very reliable, good ult, very strong damage. If he gets to team up with Hulk, oh my god, that does a lot of damage. But you know, he does have weaknesses. He is a flyer. Hit scan completely cooks him. And honestly, I mean, there's not a lot to say about Iron Man. He's very just solid, you know? I feel like he's this game's definition of, like, a solid character that, like, skill does reward a lot. Luna Snow, goated. Yeah, she has the best ult in the game. Remember how I called Loki's ult the best ult in the game? Scratch that. It is Luna Snow's. Dude, you're going to need this, that, and the third to kill, to even do a lick of damage to anybody in Luna's ult. And, she has really good heals. The guard is very good. The freeze is very good. Really stops divers. Her damage is good. The clap is good. You could basically infinitely cycle having like not having to reload. Not infinitely cycle, but you're able to not have to reload for a while if you time using her clap when you run out of ammo on her normal fire. And yeah, her heals are solid. She also has a lot of really good movement. She moves fast when you're just running with her, and then she has a really high jump, so she's good at repositioning from a neutral standpoint. And in general, she's very good. She's a very good support. Mantis, okay, I might have to move one of these supports out of good tier because Mantis is the best support in the game. She has an ult that is almost as good as Luna's because it might be better than Luna's actually. Oh, they're having a goat off, to be honest. You know, healing boost, damage boost. She's able to damage boost herself and others even without the ult. Very good heals. One of the best CCs in the game. Not hard to hit, and it's very effective. It almost always guarantees a kill and a rank above fucking shit low 0, right? I don't know what you could say about Mantis. She moves fast. She's kind of just like another version of Luna Snow in my eye. I'm going to move Cloak and Dagger down here. Mainly because these two are just more potent, right? But Cloak and Dagger and Atom are definitely very strong. In all honesty, all 4 of these guys could be up here, but like we're talking in a vacuum, all 4 of these characters are goated. But relatively, these 2 are better than these 2. Moon Knight. He really falls off. I used to think this guy was like the most broken DPS in the game back when I like first started it. You know, whole like 100 hours ago. But yeah, I don't think Moon Knight is that broken. I mean, he does really good damage, but like if your team knows how to play against Moon Knight, as in spread out and just watch out for the onks, I mean, maybe he might get like a cheeky kill where he like one shot somebody with like the onks. I'm gonna just put him in good. Because I don't think he's that broken. His ult sucks, unless comboed with other stun ults like Groot's ult or Strange's ult. But yeah, his ult generally sucks. His right click is okay. His left click, you know, his man attack is decent. But like, you really put all your eggs into one basket with Moon Knight, and whether all those eggs fall out and splat on the ground or you make big delicious breakfast of omelets is really depends on who you're going against. In general, I think most of the time your eggs are going to be falling out and splattering though with Moon Knight. Well, not most of the time, but like he's a good character. You're going to be getting a lot of value out of him, but I don't think he's broken. There's a lot of counterplay to him. Namor, I think Namor is great. He's very underrated. He is a very, very, very underrated character. You see, he's the definitive anti-dive DPS, first of all. Maybe besides, like, Winter Soldier. Like, say you're having an issue with this guy right here, Black Panther. All right, your Namor, he puts down turret, and he says "fuck you" to the Black Panther. He's the fuck you man. Um, oh, especially teamed up with Luna Snow. Just fucks up divers. He has one of the most overpowered like cooldowns in the game, which is his bubble, and yeah, his turrets are good. His right click is good. It does a fat burst of damage. He does a lot of damage. His ult is good. It's a CC, and a lot of the time it just one shot squishies, so it could just lead to you getting a team wipe. Yeah, Namor is fucking really good. People gotta stop sleeping on Namor. Now, okay, time for a tank. I think she could really, on some maps and positions she's here. On some maps and positions she's here. So I think I'm gonna put her in good. She is the most map and side dependent character in the game, and point dependent character in the game. Like I forgot what the map's called, but it's like the Spider Weaver map where like you're guiding the Spider Zero for like it has like the web animation when you complete the match where like the girl doing like the hand signs and like it like comes webs upwards, right? Right, like she's really good on the first point of that map, but the second point, oh my god, she falls off. Then the third point, she's pretty decent again. On defense, put her on offense, oh my god, she fucking sucks. She might just be one of the worst characters to play on offense, in my opinion. I'd low key like, oh, I'm gonna just put her in good because she is so polarizing. She's either one of the best picks you could get. Okay, defense on certain points here, offense on anything here, right? If you're losing King of the Hill, right? If you lose your first fight on King of the Hill with Penny, right, and you can't get your setup going with Penny, don't play her. Don't play her. Do not try and push that with Penny and then try and take over there because the enemy team's going to get 99% at the very least before you take that point. It's going to be the most risky game ever, and you're going to have to rely on one stronghold with your spider nest. So if you lose, if you lose first fight on a King of the Hill map, switch off of Penny. But if you win that first point, you're in for a really simple, chill time. That's going to be a hard time for the enemy team. Psylocke, I think Psylocke, she's pretty good. She's great in my opinion. Her ult is really annoying to deal with, but it can be countered by ults. Not ults, but characters like Adam Warlock who uses shift and like a healer too. Any and like this ult, damage mitigation, shields, all that shit heavily countered by Loki clones. And Loki's shift especially. It is stronger by the fact that you can move with it, right? Like you like move the ult, so if you like slightly miss, you can like reposition it if the enemy team is a little bit mentally dysfunctional. But other than that, I mean, yeah, I mean she has solid damage, she has stealth. I mean, shit, she's just generally good. I don't like her personally, but I mean she's solid. She has everything well. She's potentially the best diver in the game, so I could put her goated. Fuck it, I'll put her goated. Why not? Just no, it's a toss up between goated and great. I'm gonna put her great for now, and if these tiers are feeling super full and this tier's feeling a little bit naked, I'll put her up and goated. Punisher, I think he's good. I mean, he's consistent. He has some of the highest damage output in the game, if not the highest damage output. His kit is strong. His ult is strong. But other than that, I mean, he doesn't really do much. Well, he does do a lot, but it's like, it's very overly like simple. It's very counterable. You're able to easily LOS his ult, or better yet, kill him while he's like pulling it out. There's been, dude, I mean Adam Warlock, and I fucking kill Punishers all the time as soon as they start ulting. What you do? You play you see a Punisher on the enemy team. Here's what you do: you wait for him to ult. You press shift. Your entire team will not die to the ult, and you headshot him. Yeah, or you do a little charge up and then into a headshot. I don't know. Punisher is like all around really solid, great beginner character. And I mean, if you have really good mechanics and really good aiming and really good position, you would definitely carry in high ranks with him. But I don't see him as good as these guys. Rocket, I think he's good. Decent, okay at best heals. He does have a revive on a cooldown, which is pretty strong. He has good mobility. He can run pretty fast on walls. He can use his little jetpack, and he has decent damage. He has a decent team up with Groot, but like, oh yeah, and he also has a great team up with Punisher and Winter Soldier. That makes them both fucking completely broken. Overall, Rocket is just solid. I don't know. I don't like him, but I mean he's solid. Spider-Man, I'm stuck between meh and good for Spider-Man, to be honest. I think it's really comp and map dependent. If it's a small enclosed map and the enemy team has a Namor or Winter Soldier or Mantis or Adam Warlock, Cloak and Dagger, or Magneto, I mean, Spider-Man can get fucked up pretty badly, but he does do pretty high burst damage. I mean, a really good Spider-Man could really just speed blitz you. You know, fucking dashing all around. It's hard to hit him and shit. So, I'm gonna put him good. Bordering on meh. But I don't know. I think he's solid. I think he does really reward being good at him, but like you gotta put so much more effort into him than you have to do with other characters. Sometimes it doesn't really feel worth it, especially considering how you really just can't ego and just force him into a lot of comps. Sometimes you just gotta swap off Spider-Man. You can't really one trick him, despite him being the type of character that you really do need to one trick to be good at. Squirrel Girl, I'm gonna put her meh. So she has a okay kit. I mean, okay CC that could be hard to hit at times. A little booty bounce that gives her some vertical distance, but doesn't really do that much for her. Cooldown refresher that lets her use those two moves again. I mean, it's pretty decent. Her primary fire is annoying. It's like Junkrat from Overwatch, but eventually, like, it becomes kind of easy to avoid if you're looking out for it. Does a lot of damage. Moves kind of slow. And she has the very worst ult in the game. I call Black Widow's ult the worst ult in the game. This ult is the worst ult in the game. Squirrel Girl, she says, my friend. No. She says, Squirrel Stampede. And you're like, oh, they're nibbling on me. Or if they're trying to, because they're not going to hit. Maybe if you're in that one tiny room on Clintar, it'll kill you. You know what I'm talking about? That one, like, fucking 3 foot by 3 foot room, like, in the middle of the, like, it's near the beginning of the pathway of the payload on Clintar, you know what? I'll probably find, like, an image of it. I'm not going to find an image of it later and put it into the map. You should know what I'm talking about. Maybe in a tiny-ass room like that, yeah. But other than that, man, if you're 45 and under and sexually active, I don't care about this ad. I play Marvel Rivals. Star-Lord. Star-Lord is honestly great. So really good evasive mechanics. With his right click, he's able to reload with it while also evading damage. His fly is very good for engaging and disengaging. His ult is one of the best ults in the game. High damage. Kind of hard to counter. Like, you got to really dedicate time to countering his ult. He is hard, but generally I think Star-Lord is pretty good. I remember when this game first came out, we were like, oh, Star-Lord's okay, one of the worst DPS. Oh, he's B tier. No, he's really good. He's really good. His E. How did I forget about that? It does 240 damage total. So if you just burst someone down, right, with your guns, you know, maybe use like 2 clips on them, so like 1 roll and then like all that, and then just like press E, you'll almost guaranteed finish them off. Especially if you have other DPS shooting at them or their supporter being pressured. I don't know. He's overall pretty good. Storm is dog shit doo-doo garbage. This is a known fact. Her damage boost and her speed boost are very negligible. Nobody ever notices them. Her kit is none of her moves synergize with each other. Except, well, obviously her amplifier alongside her little crossfade thing. But overall, I mean, she's fucking terrible. She's an ult bot. She has a really strong ult. Someone move her up to here. But her neutral game kit is terrible. She's a flyer that's slow as fuck. Her speed boost is unnoticeable. And she does no damage. She cannot do crit damage. You're really doing nothing with her until you get your ult and then you get a team wipe. And that's it. Back down to ass tier, actually. Venom, all 19 inches. I'm going to put him up great. I'm going to put him in great. He's hard to kill. He has really good damage. He has an ult that does half of the enemy's current health, I believe. So, I mean, that could definitely set up for some pretty easy kills, especially if high burst damage heroes, like, hit that ult on, like, a bunch of squishies, and maybe, like, Hawkeye doesn't even need to hit, like, a charged headshot. He just hit an uncharged body shot, and boom, free kill, free value. He has an ability that slows people down and also does damage if they stay in the radius, so that's good. And overall, yeah, he's a solid character. Solid ult, solid E, solid right click, solid mobility as well. I mean, he could also wall crawl, so you could also jump scare people. You down slam, all that shit. It's great. Winter Soldier, I think he might also be goated. Number one, he is. What the fuck happened to my voice right there? Oh my god. I've been speaking so much. I think he might actually be a better anti-dive than Namor. I'm going to put him in goated. Number one, the whole ult, like, again thing. I mean, that's pretty good. But generally, like, he's a very strong character. He does very high damage that I believe his M1s can actually do damage to multiple people at once. I don't know. That's what it feels like. But he also hook multiple people at once. He could, I mean, his hook's a very good displacement tool. Spider-Man dives you. He uppercuts him. He reloads his gun with every time he uses a move, so he can do boom, 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 hook you in, boom, 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 uppercut, boom, 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 fucking the key blast, whatever the fuck that is, boom, boom, boom. Like he could definitely put out a lot of damage without having to actually like reload. He could just keep cycling his cooldowns. I mean, he obviously has to reload at one point. He doesn't have super short cooldowns, but yeah, I mean overall he's a very great kit, high damage, high anti-dive, very strong kit. Onto our next character, Wolverine. I think Wolverine is not ass. He's meh. If your team's really struggling against tanks, he's goated, but he's only good against tanks. He's bad against DPS. He's bad against even supports. Like, you're not going to catch a Wolverine winning a 1v1 against a fucking Luna Snow. Honestly, I think he should be reworked into a lower health, higher damage tank. Getting cooldown reduced on his passive. I mean, his E is a strong ability. Just give him a second charge. Oh, shit. I heard a noise in my house. Yeah, overall, I mean, Wolverine is really good against tanks, really bad against everything else. So he's the most situational pick in the game, but when he works, he does work. I'll give him credit for that. Iron Fist, I'm put him meh. It's very risky to engage with him. He could get really easily shut down, bait out his parry. His ult is just him but buffed up, so you could kind of just kite that out or focus all your heals on the person who's getting attacked by him. You know, get a character like Adam Warlock or fucking Luna Snow, right? He's a melee character as well, so yeah, again, it's very risky to engage. His kick's cool, but he has very long cooldowns. He has super long cooldowns. His kick has a super long cooldown. His heal has a super long cooldown. The best part about him is the fact that he probably just like fuck up supports if they're really isolated. But that's it. Magic, I'm gonna put her in good tier. I haven't really seen much Magic's carrying in my rank. Overall, she's decent. She does good damage, but when she really makes her presence known, right? Like, you see her teleporting into your team, so she could like dive one of your supports. Everybody turns around because everyone sees that shit. Like, oh, what's this ginormous yellow portal facing the direction of my supports? Huh, I wonder what that is. Oh, it's the Magic. I'll shoot her in the fucking head. I mean, overall, she's good. I mean, the only characters in this game that I think are truly bad are these three. But yeah, I mean, Magic's strong, but she's a very high risk, decent reward character, and she's very punishing if you suck at her, which a lot of people do because she is hard. So generally, I wouldn't recommend Magic, but yeah, I mean, shit. But at the end of the day, I mean, this is a subjective tier list of my opinion. Also, tier lists don't matter. What the fuck does it matter what I say on the internet? Play whoever you want to play. In reality, there's people in fucking top 500 who like only play one of these guys or one of these. I'm not too sure of that, but still, you know what I mean? It's like you can really climb with anything. You just gotta be good. You gotta be confident. I mean, think about it like this: if you have 100 hours in Jeff and only Jeff, and you're in like Diamond or some shit, right? And someone tells you to swap, you're gonna be better on Jeff than you are on like any of these other supports, even if they are objectively stronger supports. Because it's like Jeff's my go-to. So yeah, just play whatever you're comfortable with, but this is to guide you if you're looking for strength. And also, I hope this video gave you some insight onto counters and counterplay, what to do, strategies, all that, blah blah blah. I don't really care. Yeah, I'll see you guys in 6 months when I upload again.